Hello everyone, it's Rocco the Cringe. I know it's been a long time since I've done one of these. At least one that was actually kind of good. I'm sorry about everything that's gone down in the past. I'm sitting outside. My face is way too ugly to show it on here anymore. But I get better looking after a few years, I'm sure. Get my teeth fixed and stuff. But yeah. I'm here to talk about, well, let's see. There's that new Joker. Everyone's going amazingly about it, and I'm so glad this happened right after Captain Marvel. They showed that, and I was like, oh, well, you know, whatever. If she's the most powerful character in the US or MCU, that's cool. She didn't show anything in the video, or in, you know, in that thing. It didn't really show much of, you know, anything. But it was kind of neat. I liked it when she punched that old lady in the face. I've felt like doing that a few times in this long life. If you know what I mean. But then, this Joker stuff, I had no idea. When I first saw it, I was like, whatever. But I follow a lot of people on YouTube, and they're all going nuts over it. And I'm like, well, let's see what they have to say about it. And a lot of it I find quite true. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot to like. I mean, it's not for me. They didn't make that movie for me, but that's okay. Because it's going to get some people excited. I'm not yet there. The one today that TMZ showed where he comes out of the subway, that looked amazing. And I liked his costume and everything. So, you know, there's that. Let's see. My favorite thing in the world right now is Hawkman. The new comic that's out, Hawkman. Number 4 came out last week, and I don't want to spoil anything, but it was super cool. And it's just been like, most people don't know who Hawkman is. He's just a dude that wears a hawk hat and wings, and he flies around. He has a mace. And he smashes people with it. That's, you know, basically who he is. And he's a really great character, though, because he's been, he's been around since, well, the beginning of humans on Earth. But he found out recently that he's been around not just Earth, but time and space. He's been to outer space. He's the same guy that's been out there. And he's, those lives are his lives too. And it's bringing together like his whole backstory into one great story. And he's finding out these, I don't know. It's like Indiana Jones. He's trying to find the secrets of the past, and he's going everywhere and doing everything. It's just a fantastic comic. I got it on the comic store online. I just read comics on my phone, because no one can steal them or burn them or do any bad things to them like my sister does to all my comics. So, I keep them on my phone. I have 729 comics on my phone. And it's going to grow every 2 weeks or, whenever. Whenever I have the money, I buy a new comic. I got Batman Damned. Sadly, on the online, version, there's no Batman dick. I know a lot of people were going insane about Batman's dick, but it's not in that one. The online version doesn't have it. I've seen it, and it's not like a big deal to me, but it was just something that very many of the YouTube people I follow were talking about it. Internet Today and Comic Pro Secrets, they were talking about it. And so, I already read the comic. I wanted to read it right when it came out, and so I bought it. And, Batman takes off his costume, and he's going through the Batcave, and I can understand why. He's lost his mind. It's a really unique story. He doesn't know what's real and what isn't, but he knows he is, I think. And, it's just a really cool, kind of story. It starts off, he doesn't know where he is. He's been jabbed, stabbed a bunch of times. And when he wakes up, he's at Yeah, damn it, my crazy mind can't remember any of the cool stuff. Constantine, he's at his house, or his apartment, or wherever he's at. And he doesn't have any wounds, and he doesn't know what's happened in the last 24 to 48 hours. And he feels damned. It's really cool. It's a 3-issue thing. Number 2 comes out in like November, so yeah, it's like 2 months. But Lee, damn it, I know his name. He's doing amazing art. The guy that does the art on Batman Damned is so good. Oh my goodness. Just amazing. And Bermejo, something like that. Lee Bermejo, something like that. And Brian Azzarello. They're doing that story, and it's really quite good. In the first issue, the whole thing is told through John Constantine's. I don't know. He's the guy that tells the story to us from the very beginning, and that's cool. JLA or Justice League, whatever they're going by right now. This issue is about the bad guys, and it's really cool. I know it's not for everyone, but it was, you know, they don't just write comics for everyone. Sometimes they write them for me. Anyhow, nothing really to rant about this time. I got just good feelings. Like, a lot of things are going well. And I'm happy that no one's talking about Captain Marvel anymore. Because it's all about the Joker now. And Batman's penis. We shall see if the Joker movie is any good. Comes out in about a year. October 3rd or 6th, something like that. Let's see, there's got to be something else to talk about. I don't know, Green Lanterns, the comic book. The last ones I read were just so good. Tim Seeley, he took over the book, and it just really took off. Volthoom had tried to destroy the whole universe because he couldn't. I don't know, it sounds silly, but the Guardians of the Galaxy took him away from his mom, and all he wanted to do was get home, and he couldn't, so he destroyed everything. It was really quite a fun series, storyline, and in one of the earlier books, Simon, his Green Lantern ring got broken. He didn't have one. And they got sent like 87 million years into the past. And Jessica and Simon, they got to figure out what to do to save the world. Because Volthoom's going to destroy everything. And, I don't know, they send out a message to 7 people. 7 people across the universe get Green Lantern rings. And they get taken to the place where Jessica and Simon are, and they get trained up. And they're not all good people, and they're not all bad people, but they're all without fear, and that's the idea. Early on, the rings that they got, they don't have any way to like suppress your willpower, and you can be burned to death and destroyed by it. As happens to one of the characters new to the ring. She feels so good, so confident. She's learning how to make constructs. She's learning how to wield the power of the ring. And she just feels like, I'm going to go home real quick. I'm going to fix things at home. And I'll be right back. And her willpower spikes. And she starts flying off in space. And then she just burns up. And the ring goes and finds a new bearer, you know. It was really kind of unique to that comic, you know. Something you don't see all the time. Anyhow, whoever's left, they give a lot of great speeches throughout the book, and they get to Volthoom, and he's trying to get to Oa. He's trying to break down the walls, and the Guardians are freaking out. You know, they're like, if he gets in here, it's all lost. Everything is gone. You know, there's no way to save anything if he gets in here. And the new Green Lanterns and Jessica go up against Volthoom. They have plans. They have strategy. They're using everything they can to defeat this more powerful guy. Because his ring uses the entire, what do they call it? He can use any of the emotion colors. So he can go red if he's angry. He can go violet if he's in love. He can do these things to change, you know, his power set to overcome like any challenge, because he's got them all. And it's pretty neat. It's cool. And the whole team gets defeated. And Simon, with no ring, steps up to him and punches him in the face and it's like, not today, bro. We got this. We're taking you down. And it's really quite cool because he faced the greatest fear without any protection at all. And Volthoom kills a whole bunch of the other lanterns and he gets a whole bunch of rings sent to him, to Simon. And then he's able to, you know, defeat Volthoom. It's cool. Anyways, this is Rocco the Crin signing out.